All right, so last update. A little while ago, I was going to test the P320 as a carry gun again. I had put in the skeletonized trigger. I said last time I was making some stuff with it, and had said it was just as reliable and just as durable as my Glock 19 Generation 5. I shouldn't have opened my mouth because a little whiles after that video, I started having issues with the SIG P320. One of the weird things with it is that it was having several malfunctions with different configurations, different trigger mechanisms. I got the skeletonized trigger here and the gold barrel with the old SIG slide. This particular setup, when I had taken it to the indoor range, had one failure to extract and one failure to go into battery. I had initially thought it was a magazine issue, and I had separated the magazine out because I was getting some success shooting it with the other magazines. Took those other magazines out and brought it to a more tactical range, and basically had this stuff happen. So we had about 3 to 4 major malfunctions with the SIG P320 with steel-cased ammo, that Winchester steel-cased ammo. Again, 2 failures to eject and some double feeds. And just the build just couldn't take what I was putting through it. And that was definitely an issue. I had also had 2 malfunctions with a completely different setup, where I had the other slide with the red dot and the stock trigger that it had come with also. So it had started malfunctioning a little after 6,000 rounds with the original setup as well. So I started shooting the Glock, again, putting it through the same stuff and eating the exact same ammunition. And what can I say, guys? The 19 just ran flawlessly again. It's definitely a workhorse. Again, I finished up the Winchester steel ammo through this without a hitch. This is a new recoil spring too in the Glock 19. I was going to put some 124 round NATO rounds through just to kind of break in the spring a little bit, but I started off with 115 Winchester steel case and it's running it fine. So whereas the 320 still had some issues. So far nothing. All right, I'm going to finish off the Winchester steel case in the Glock and see if it has any issues. We've already had 3 malfunctions with the P320 with it, and that's also with a handful of other ones that we'll talk about later. But I'm going to just run these real quick and see what we can do with them, see if they're good. All good. This shot, while it was wet and caked with mud, without a single issue, without a malfunction at all. Look, guys, say what you want about these guns. I've gotten this thing dirtier than I ever had before. It really did prove that this platform, at least for me, is what I'm going to stick with as far as my everyday carry. And if there ever is a go-to-war gun, this is going to be it for me. specifically this particular Glock, because this one really impressed me. Again, this is not to say that this SIG is a bad brand. This is just my experience with these firearms, and I don't know. I don't know what I can say any more than I did. For me, the results kind of speak for themselves, and this one proved to be the more reliable handgun. A little bit about reliability. It's I think different than what a lot of people kind of consider it. Like when you see these weird things on YouTube and stuff, where people are caking dirt and mud through these things and gawking an eye if they don't shoot. Which guns won't shoot if you submerge them in like mud and dirt and sand and everything else. It's just, it doesn't matter what brand they are, they don't shoot. So I think a realistic test of reliability is what kind of ammo can feed through your firearm. Because if you do have like an SHTF situation and you find ammunition that you need, it may not be the kind that your gun likes. So I mean, you may just find a bunch of just crap steel cased ammo that doesn't have a good primer or anything else. Can your gun shoot those well? They can a realistic aspect of something like this, if you accidentally drop it and it gets into mud or dirt and you pick it up and you pull the trigger, does it fire? Can you rack it without causing malfunctions in that way? Those are, to me, I think, more realistic ways of seeing whether your gun is a reliable piece of equipment. I mean, this wasn't really a test. I shoot my guns hard, and stuff happens to them, and it is what it is. The Glock 19 is the winner for me in this contest. It's just proven itself, this particular one especially, has proven itself to be a phenomenally reliable pistol. It will not stop shooting. It doesn't matter if it's dirty or dropped or hot or what it's eating, or whether it's brass or steel or aluminum. It keeps firing. It keeps sending stuff down range, and that's really what I'm looking for in a durable gun. Another plus for this Glock 19 is that I got this thing incredibly dirty today, and when I took it down to clean it, it was exceptionally simple to take apart and deep clean. So that's another reason kind of why I like it, the simplicity of the platform. I really don't want to take apart a Sig Sauer P320's FCU. There's a lot of intricate parts that I really don't want to like mess a whole lot with. I mean, you can learn it, but I'm kind of familiar more with the Glock, and I'm able to kind of really take it down and do what I need to do with it as much as I need. So I like the Sig. It's I think a good platform. I think they're going nice places with it. I haven't had a particularly reliable experience with this particular setup with the 320, and that's me. Again, I shoot a lot of rounds, so I mean, a lot of people, they'll fire 500 rounds through their Glock or their Sig, and they say, oh, it works fine, it's flawless, etc., etc. And that's good. Even 1,000 rounds, that still tells you something. But I mean, I'm kind of interested in reliability and durability post 5,000 rounds. So 6,000, 7,000, 10,000, 12,000, 20,000. I want to know how the guns work after a large amount of ammunition has been fired through them. And I think that's really, to me, the most realistic aspect of a reliable firearm. I think that's what reliability truly means. And I have to give it to the Glock for that. I don't find any other pistol right now on the market for me that is as durable and reliable at sending that stuff down range post 5, 6, 7, 10,000 rounds. The Glocks do it. They have very little things that need changing out. Changed out a recoil spring, you know, just because it reached like around 6,000, like I had said, and everything else, it's had no hitches. It's you know, going 6,000 and zero malfunctions. Even if it's accidentally dropped in mud or something like that, and you pick it up and you still shoot it, racking it off your hip, feeding steel case, aluminum case, like I mentioned before. So I don't want to reiterate what I was saying. I don't want to repeat myself. This is kind of what I'm going to stick with, and I know that Glock kind of catches a lot of hate and stuff online, and I think it's kind of silly and funny. Glock doesn't innovate a whole lot. A lot of that has to do with Gaston Glock. Remember, what he says goes in that company, so they can't just do whatever they want without his approval. So, you know, that's also something to kind of take into consideration. But I think the Glock is incredibly solid as a platform. May not be pretty. It may not have a whole lot of bells and whistles. Yeah, you probably need to change the sights out because they're polymer, and you want to put some steel stuff on. Of course, it'd be nice if it came with, you know, the little bit more bells and whistles. But I'm more of a utilitarian, practical kind of guy when it comes to firearms and self-defense, and I really want something that I can really bet my life to. At this particular point in juncture, just from what I've put these two guns through, I wouldn't bet my life on my P320. I would definitely bet my life on my Glock 19, and that's what's going to stay in my belt and in my holster, and that's what I'm going to be carrying with me every day. Hope you enjoyed this video. That's really all I got to say. Again, this is just my opinion. My opinion probably doesn't even matter. Thank you for watching.